Good morning. Yesterday what you have studied? You have studied inverse trigo, how to shift from one quadrant to another quadrant, and where inverse trigo specially lies. Yesterday what you have studied? All inverse positive remain in the first quadrant. If the inverse is positive, they remain in the first quadrant. All inverse. For inverse there are only two quadrants, one for positive, one for negative. In this quadrant, who is negative? Sine inverse, cosec inverse, tan inverse. These are negative. Here it is cos inverse, cot inverse, sec inverse. All positives are there. That means first quadrant, fourth quadrant, second quadrant. This quadrant is not there. Then if I am studying the first quadrant, if I want to go to second quadrant, pi minus theta. If I want to go here, minus theta. Then if I am studying here alpha, I want to go to first quadrant, pi minus alpha. I am studying here beta minus pi. If I am here gamma, 2 pi minus gamma. Related to this, we have done something yesterday. Then we are coming back to the same pattern again, some more questions. Okay, fine. Okay. So we can start with tan inverse of tan minus 600 degree. Tan inverse of tan minus 600 degree. Cos inverse of cos minus 600 degree. Same angle. Okay. For tan, what we have studied? Tan in 11, what we have studied? Tan k pi plus minus theta is equals to either plus tan theta or minus tan theta. K is an integral value, is a multiple of 180. I can go for 2 pi also, but tan can go for k pi. K can be 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1, minus 2. If it is plus, it remains plus, it minus. For sine and cos, for cos it is 2k pi plus minus theta is equals to cos theta. K belongs to z, integral. Okay, I will apply the same condition now. It is 600 degree. First, tan inverse of tan of minus theta minus tan theta. Minus comes outside, tan 600. Then tan inverse of minus theta minus tan inverse of theta, minus goes outside. Now 600 degree. 180 into 3, because tan I am doing. Tan 180 into 3, 540 plus 60. That means 600 divided by 180, 3 540, remainder 60. So, if it is a multiple of 180 here, that multiple is overlooked, only the remainder I will carry. So, this is now minus tan inverse of tan 60. This is gone. 60 degree is the answer, minus pi by 3. 60 degree is minus pi by 3. So this particular question answer is minus pi by 3. Let's come back to 600. For cos, I cannot apply the same concept here. 180 multiple I cannot take. So what I take? I will take 360. 240. So I write down here cos inverse of cos of minus theta, cos theta, cos of just minus sign, 600 degree. That is equals to cos inverse of cos 240. As I told, if you are multiple of 360, any integral multiple, overlook it, remainder only carry. Alright, 240 degree. 240 is in which quadrant? Third quadrant. I am calculating cos. Cos is negative here. So I transfer my value here, go here. If I want to go from here, what I told? 240 minus beta minus pi, or whatever value minus pi. 240 minus 180. That is 60. And to go there, pi minus theta. That means 180 minus 60. 120 degree. So this is 120 degree or 2 pi by 3. Alright? Right on there. Next now. if I am having sin inverse of sin 9 pi by 4, tan inverse of tan 5 pi by 3, cot inverse of cot 7 pi by 4, cos inverse of cos 5 pi by 4, cosec inverse of cosec 31 pi by 6. Alright? So, how to do it now? One by one we will do. 9 pi by 4. Whenever you look at a value, remove that value pi, then rest value try to see, that is 9 by 4. 9 by 4, if I divide it, that can be written as 2 plus 1 by 4. That means I can write down sin inverse sin 2 pi plus pi by 4 multiply pi. Fine. This is 5 pi by 3, pi plus tan inverse tan 2 pi minus pi by 3. How I did it? Again I am explaining you. 5 pi with 3 can be written as 1 plus 2 by 3 or 2 pi 2 minus 1 by 3. Whichever you like you can do. Alright? What inverse 7 pi by 4? 7 pi by 4. 7 pi by 4 means which quadrant? This quadrant. Pi by 4 is 45 degree. Alright? Then 7 multiplied to it. So that is your cot inverse of 7 pi by 4 in this quadrant. Okay. If cot inverse in this quadrant, 7 pi by 4 in this quadrant, what you are calculating here? Cot you are calculating here. Try to understand this. You are calculating cot. Because if the value is less than 360, then I can directly calculate it. The value is less than 360, this value is less than 360, this is more than, this is less than 360, this also I could have done. Okay, this also I am doing, I am going to do it. Alright, this also I do. 5 pi by 3. Less than 360, so I will not go by this method. I'll come to this one as well. Okay, fine. If the value is more than 360, then I do it. Otherwise, if it is less than 360, I will tell you the method. 7 pi by 4 here. What you are calculating? Cot. Cot is negative here. When cot is negative here, think about where cot inverse is negative. Go there. 7 pi by 4. If I go here, 2 pi minus 7 pi by 4. That's still pi by 4. Then bring it here. Pi minus pi by 4. So this value is 3 pi by 4. This final value is 3 pi by 4. Cot inverse cot 3 pi by 4. It got 3 pi by 4 is left. This one, let us solve it. 5 pi by 3. Pi by 3 60 degree. Pi by 3 60. 300 degree. 5 pi by 3. What you are calculating? Tan. Tan is negative here. Tan is negative and normal take off. Inverse also negative here, but the value is not between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Go up. 2 pi minus 5 pi by 3. Pi by 3. For inverse have to come down again. Theta minus theta. That means tan inverse of tan minus pi by 3. This is also same, we will write down. Cot inverse cot 3 pi by 4. That gives you 3 pi by 4. Then comes here cos inverse cos 5 pi by 4. Pi plus pi by 4. Here 45 to 25 5 pi by 4. What you are calculating? You are calculating cos. Cos is normal to go negative here. Go there. Then inverse negative. Go there. How to go from here? Beta minus pi. 5 pi by 4 minus 5. That is equals to pi by 4. Then transfer this value. Pi minus pi by 4. 3 pi by 4. 3 pi by 4. That means this value also gives you 3 pi by 4. This also gives you 3 pi by 4. Last one is left over, that is your 31 pi by 6. That is little bit bigger value. 31 pi by 6. So what I do now? 31 by 6. 1. That means I can write down here cosec 31 pi by 6 is equals to, you are dividing by 6 here, 31. That means that gives you what value? 5 pi plus 5 by 6. We can say this is 31 pi by 6. Cosec 5 pi. 5 pi means what? 0, pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi, 5 pi here. 5 pi plus 6. That means this quadrant I am standing. This quadrant standing. So remove 5 pi from here. And this value cosec 5 pi plus 6 is negative here. It is negative here. Cosec 5 pi plus 5 by 6 means cosec is negative here. I have to go to this quadrant to transfer the value here. So answer will be minus 5 by 6. What is that? Minus 5 by 6. So this gives me minus 5 by 6. And what it gives me? This gives me 2 pi plus 5 by 4. 2 pi plus 5 by 4. One rotation I have taken. 2 pi by 4 first quadrant. I am getting the value. Alright? So this is 2 pi by 4. This value is minus pi by 3. So final answer I am writing here. This gives me pi by 4. This gives me minus pi by 3. This gives me 3 pi by 4. This gives me 3 pi by 4. This is minus pi by 6. Alright, so any value you can calculate of your own without graph. Now we will go with graph as well. Suppose this is without graph. A student don't know how to do it. Everybody cannot go for the graph. By this method you can also do it. Suppose if you are having graph now. Before going to graph, with this method some more questions I will solve. Then we will go to graph. Suppose if someone gives you sine inverse of sine phi, sine inverse of sine phi t, tan inverse of tan 10, tan inverse of tan 10 degree, cos inverse of cos 12, sec inverse of sec 12 degree. See the difference here. Wherever I am writing the degree, that value is less than, lies between 0 to 180. This lies between 0 to 180. This lies between 0 to 180. So this answer is 10 degree. This answer is 5 degree. This answer is 12 degree. Never confuse. This is not degree. This is radian now. This one is radian. So this value, this value, this value, this and this gone. Now I am coming back to the difficult ones. Alright. Generally the students have a doubt, sir, how to solve this one. Okay. I am giving a method. Then I will go to graph also. Graph method also I will give you. Don't worry. Suppose pi radian is equals to 180 degree. That is 22 by 7 is equals to 180 degree. So 1 radian is equals to 180 into 7 by 22. Alright. This is nearly about 57.272727. That means let us consider 57.28. 1 radian is equals to 57.28. Now this is 10 radian. So 10 radian will be 572.8. Alright. If I calculate 3 radian, 57.28 into 3, 84. Yeah, 171.84 nearly. That means we can calculate this way all the values whatever you get. Alright. So 10 radian also you can calculate. 5 radian also you can calculate. 5 radian is equals to half of this. 286.4. Similarly, 8 radian also you can calculate. 8 radian 458.24. Right, fine. So now this is the way you can calculate. Solve the question now. I am starting with 5, then I go to other values. Suppose if I got sin inverse of sin 5. Now 5 radian is equals to nearly equals to, but I told you, to 86.4 degree. Which quadrant it is lying now? Here, it is more than 270. So 5 radian is here. 5 radian is here. I got the value. This is 286. That means 286.4 is here. It is helping me to go to which quadrant now? What you are calculating sin? Sin in this quadrant is negative. Normal because sin is negative, inverse also negative. But this value 286 is not lying between minus 90 to 90. It's not lying between, so I have to bring it that format. Take it numerator. Take it to the first quadrant. If you take it to the first quadrant, how to take it? 2 pi minus theta. 2 pi minus 5. That means 2 pi minus whatever value is there, 2 pi minus 5. Then come down. Minus 2 pi minus 5. 5 minus 2 pi. This question answer is 5 minus 2 pi. Let's come back to tan inverse tan 10. 10 radian is equals to 572.8 nearly equals to. It is more than 360. If a value is more than 360 or multiple of 360, first remove it. Then I'll think about the others. What to be done? As it is tan, I can go for 180 multiple also. That also I can do. 360 also I can do. Let's solve with both. Suppose if I am going with 360. 360 means 2 pi. 572 minus 8 minus 360, that gives you 8. 212.8. Now let's come back to the solution. Where is 212.8? That means 10 minus 2 pi is here. I will write down this one, I will not write down this one. This helps me out to find out the quadrant. 10 minus 2 pi. What I am calculating? Tan. Tan is positive here. Tan is positive here. I want to go to the positive where tan inverse is positive. First quadrant. This minus pi. 10 minus 2 pi minus 5. 10 minus 3 pi. This answer is 10 minus 3 pi. Suppose a child will tell me, sir, I want to do it multiple of 180. 10 radian is equals to 572.8. Pi means 180. So it is 180 into 3, 540. 180 into 3, 540. 10 minus 3 into 180, 3 pi. 540 subtract from here, 32.8. Which quadrant? 32.8, first quadrant. I lie here because tan value must lie between 92 minus 90, and I am lying in between that. I am lying between 0 to 90 and I minus 90 to 90. So directly I can get the answer 10 minus 3 pi. Both the ways you are getting the same answer. Alright, suppose the same question goes to sine. So the same question goes to sine. Then, so I'll write down the same concept because sine goes with multiple of 2 pi, not 180. 10 minus 2 pi is equals to 212.8. That means which quadrant is starting here? 10 minus 2 pi. Sine is negative here. Normality because sign is negative, inverse is here. So go there, come down. 10 minus 2 pi minus pi, 10 minus 3 pi, come down. 3 pi minus 10 minus theta. So its answer is 3 pi minus 10. If you don't know the graph also you can do it. Alright? So generally in the books you will find out the graphs are there, according to the graph they will tell you. Suppose a student don't remember the graph, they don't understand the graph, then there should be some basic methods for you. I am coming back to graph also, that also I will tell you. Yeah? Go through the books of R.T. Sharma, they refer to the graph and this and that. But how a child will understand if he doesn't know about the graph? I just say. Next question now. Suppose if I look for cos inverse of cos 12. That's the last, then other secant write it out. Any way you can do it now. This way. Cos inverse of cos 12. If it is minus 12 also no issue. Cos of minus theta cos theta. 12 radian is equals to 687.36. 687.36. If I divide by 360, one time if I take, I am getting 327.36. But the remainder is too big, so why not take it 2? This will become 720. 64. Minus 32.64. Yeah, minus 32.64. Now question is very clear now. I'll add on your cos inverse. This can be written as now. That means this can be written as 12 minus 4 pi. 360 into 2, 720. 360 into 2, 720. 720 gone, so 4 pi, 720, 180. Is equals to 720 minus this 32.36. 64 minus 32.64. Understood? Now try to understand it. What is the value you are getting? Cos 2k pi minus theta. If I am writing here, cos 2k pi minus theta is cos theta. Cos 2k pi plus minus theta, plus also theta, minus of theta. So this minus sign goes for cos. That becomes now cos 12 minus 4 pi, which becomes 4 pi minus 12. Because it object minus sign. So answer is 4 pi minus 12. Why answer is 4 pi minus 12? Where is the 32.64 is lying? First quadrant. This is 4 pi minus 12. This is 4 pi minus 12. 32.64. Because the formula is, again I am telling, cos 2k pi plus minus theta is equals to cos theta. What I did here? 2 pi. 2 is k is equal to 2. 4 pi minus theta into 4 pi minus theta. 4 pi minus theta. Take minus common, outside minus goes, cos of minus theta, cos theta. So theta is the answer. Alright? That means this value is 32.64. The answer is 32.64. Which quadrant it is now? First quadrant. Answer is 4 pi minus 12. Cos inverse cos square is equals to 4 pi minus 12. Okay. Now let us go with the graph now. The same questions we are going to deal with graph. How to draw the graph of sine inverse of sin x? If I consider this is equals to y, then obviously I am getting y is equal to x. But y is equal to x only exists for principal range. minus pi by 2, pi by 2. Rest values are different. So how to do that graph? Here y is equal to x because whatever is the input same is the output. So here also I take pi by 2. You will be asking sir why pi by 2 to minus pi by 2? Because sign principal range is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So the graph will go like this. Minus pi by 2, pi by 2. This will go. Then here again 1. Pi by 2 here, again here also this side, again it continues. Now this line's equation is y is equal to this. This line slope is 1. So this line slope is also 1. This line passes through 0, 2 pi. So how to find out the equation of this line? This passes through 0, 2 pi. Y minus 0 by x minus 2 pi is equals to 1. So this line equation is y is equal to x minus 2 pi. So simple. This line slope is minus 1 passes through 0, pi. Y minus 0 by x minus pi is equals to minus 1. So this line equation is equal to pi minus x. And this line equation is equals to y is equal to 3 pi minus x. You can check it. This passes through 3 pi, 0. Y minus 0 by x minus 3 pi is equal to minus 1. Multiply minus 1, you get this value. This passes through y by x plus pi is equal to minus 1. This line equation is y is equal to minus x plus pi. So you can find out the equation of all these lines easily. But remember that its slope is 1. This line is parallel, whatever is going, slope is 1. And this line. Suppose now someone gives me sine inverse of sine 5. Sine inverse of sine 10. How to calculate from here? So for that you need to remember the graph. One method already I given you. Suppose if you remember the graph, then how to do it? 5 means already came to know. That calculation again you have to do. 22 by 7 is equals to 180 degree. That means pi is equals to 3.14. Pi is equals to 3.14 pi. This is 5. That means 2 pi is equal to 6.14. That means it is more than pi but less than 2 pi. This pi value is less than 2 pi. And what is 3 pi by 2? Pi by 2 is equals to what yours? 22 by 7. Pi is equals to 3.14. Pi by 2 is equals to 1.57. So 3 into, that means this value is less than 5 pi by 2. Pi by 2 is equals to 1.7. 3.14, that is 1.5 into 5 pi by 2, 5 into 1.3.14, 1.57. Right, that means this is less than, sorry, not less than, this is less than 2 pi. This is less than 2 pi. So where it is lies now? Where it lies? 5 pi. 5 value lies where it is? It is, this is more than pi. This is more than pi. Less than 2 pi. Pi by 2. This is more than 3 pi by 2. That means look at the graph now. This is 3 pi by 2 and this is 2 pi. That means this lies in this line. This particular value lies in this line. That means 3 pi by 2 here, 3 pi by 2 here and 2 pi. What is the equation of the graph? Y is equal to x minus 2 pi. y is equal to x minus 2 pi. Whatever value is given to you, so answer is equals to 5 minus 2 pi. 5 minus 2 pi. And which way you have calculated that time? 5 is equals to 286.4. Where is 286.4? Here. Have to carry this value here. How to carry there? This is 286.4 means 5 value. If I carry here 2 pi minus 5, come down 5 minus 2 pi. What is the answer? 5 minus 2 pi. And what are we doing? 5 minus 2 pi. That means now graph also. Only that you have to check this lies between which two values exactly. Then go to that graph. This lies between 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi. This lies between 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi. So this is the graph. So this will be the equation x minus 2 pi. Alright, suppose let's go to now. This is over. You have understood sin phi. Let's go to 10. Ten is equals to what yours? Pi by 2 is equals to pi is equals to 3.14. So 10 lies between. That means 3 times if I take it is more than 10 is greater than 3 pi. 10 is greater than 3 pi because you multiply 3 here, this becomes 9.42. Less than 7 pi by 2. That means 10 lies between these two values. Now go to the equation. 3 pi, 7 pi by 2. What is the answer? 3. What is the equation? 3 pi minus x. Y is equal to 3 pi minus x. So sin inverse of sin 10 is equal to, this is x now, 3 pi minus 10. Let us, which I have told you to solve, which you have solved it. 10 is equals to 572.28. 360 are subtracted. This is 212.8. This is 212.8 means 10 minus 4. 2 pi. Sign is negative here. So go here. 10 minus 3 pi. Subtract pi from here. Come down. 3 pi minus 10. Same answer I am getting. So this is also you can do. So this is the graph of which one? Sin inverse of sin x. Let's go for the graph of cos inverse of cos x. What is the principal range of cos inverse? Minus 0 to pi. 0 to pi. See. Alright? And the graph is continuous. You can remember the cos graph. This is continuous. So, understood? I don't think. Similarly, you can find out the equation y is equals to x. You can find out the equation of this one also. Alright, this passes to the point 2 pi. Y minus 0 by x minus 2 pi is equals to minus 1. So this is y is equals to 2 pi minus 6. This equation is equals to y is equals to x minus 2 pi. This equation y is equals to 4 pi minus 6. Similarly, each equation you can find out. Y is equals to tan inverse of tan x. The principal range of tan inverse is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. The graph is not continuous, you can remember. So how to draw this graph? Define minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. See? That means I draw a dotted line here. Everywhere dotted line you can draw. Then open interval here, open interval here. Pi by 2 minus pi by 2. Alright? Then from here, open interval passes to pi. Here. Then here. Why open interval? You see, you can see that the principal range is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 open interval. Similarly, you can draw the lines here as well. Continue the graph. Equations easily can find out y is equal to x. This is y is equals to x minus pi. Y is equals to x minus 2 pi. Similarly, find out all the equations. Alright, what is the advantage of it? Just try to get the idea of how to draw the graph, then I tell you. Suppose sec inverse of sec x graph, if I want to draw sec inverse of sec x. Almost similar, but at pi by 2. When I am telling about, there is an open interval here. At 3 pi by 2, there is an open interval. Because you can see that the principal range of sec inverse x is 0 to pi close interval minus pi by 2. Similarly, other places also have to remove the values because at that pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, minus pi by 2, minus 3, but they are not defined. That point I have to remove. So whenever I write down this equation, suppose if I want to write down this equation, what is the equation? Y is equals to x. This is 0 to pi close interval minus pi by 2. Now if you look at the book, you can find out. Alright? Okay. Rest graphs you try to understand. Cot inverse, suppose if I want to go for cot inverse of cot x, 0 to pi. 0 to pi, graphs will be like this. From 0, then on the top part only, 0 to pi. Alright? So, then we will come for the formulas from 2 onwards. Thank you.